Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about dog enrichment. This video is going to be stuff that you can buy, like go to Amazon, Etsy, eBay, I don't know, anywhere you can buy. Go to the store, go to Target, stuff like that. I am going to make a video on stuff that you can make from stuff you have at home. So if you want to have the cheap/free option too, follow me. Please like this video and follow me and put on the notifications so you get notified when I do post that video. It's gonna take me during this week to post it because I do want to do the stuff with my dogs for the clips and videos, right? So these first two are gonna be like more activity enrichment, so you can do more with this. It's a lot of training into this type of enrichment. Which you'll see the first two. The first one I want to talk about, and these are also I'm going to recommend products. I'm going to say Outward Hounds. Just look them up because I have so many of their products and they're all amazing. I have like slow feeders, I have this, I have puzzle toys. I think even I have I think they make leashes. I think I even have one of their leashes. Outward Hound. I literally just love this brand. All their stuff that I have are the dogs' favorites. I'm not kidding. The dogs love everything that I have from this brand. Not sponsored. I only have I don't know how many followers I have right now while recording this, but I don't have enough followers to be sponsored. I'm just saying that I do highly recommend this brand, but if anyone did want to sponsor me, please. I cannot speak highly about you. But this is their agility kit that isn't a bad price. It's like I think it's like $35. I'm going to put what the price is above here or whatever. It comes with 7 poles, and the poles look like this, right? These are 4. 7 poles and 6 of these stands. So you put the pole in the stand, and it also comes with this tunnel here. It's a decent sized tunnel. So if you have a larger dog, like I have a German Shepherd, she can easily fit into this tunnel. It's pretty good, and it packs away. It's a flexible tunnel that packs away back into the bag. I love Outward Hound. So with the poles and stuff with this, the poles are more for weaving. You can do weaving poles with these. So you just line them up and do weaving, but also it has a jump post. So this is what the jump posts look like. I did make a video and these were in it being used. And I think I made another video and I used them too. But yeah, they have these things that can come off. So you can end up doing 6 weaving posts, but how it wants you to set up is you end up having 4 weaving posts, a jump stand, and the tunnel or whatever. So you can take this off and this could be a weaving post, or you can leave it on and I'm not going to hold up everything, but I do have a video of me using this. You do it like this, and this is really good, and it's good that it easily comes out, because if your dog trips up on it, you rather this pop off than for your dog to get injured. So that's the design behind that. When I first got it, I was like, man, this keeps popping off. It's driving me crazy. But that's actually part of the design. They want it to pop off like that. Next, right here, we have the nose game, nose work game. It has just stuff that have the smelly smells. It comes with a nice instruction packet. And these little pockets have smells that are really potent for dogs. I'm actually going to put some in. I have these and I drilled holes in top. They're just like little Tupperware containers, but we never use all the tiny ones, and we were just gonna throw them away because we're whenever you use it. So I put this so I could fit the packet in here, so the dogs have to figure out which one is the scent, besides because it shows which you don't have to do that. I would recommend buying those, having a small one of those or something, because these all look like this, and they all have a smell to them. But those, if you wanted to actually have them really figure out a scent, they can't physically see the nose work game in that. So yeah, we're getting started on that. I will make videos of me doing scent work with the dogs. Both agility and scent work can be a very helpful activity. You can actually go to competitions for those. So yeah, these two are like high activities that you can actually get into dog sports with. The rest are just like games and stuff. I mean, they're all games, but you know what I mean. Now this is the shelf for the dogs, really. So we're going to start off with slow feeders. Here is an outward hound slow feeder, actually, that I've had for a long time. As you can tell, I've had it for a long time. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's getting pretty old. It's going to need to retire soonish. But I really like this one. This one's really difficult for the dogs because when they are trying to lick or eat the food out of it, just keeps spinning around the circles. This is an outward hound product, too. So is this one. This one, I usually use this one for Echo and this one for Stella. It just always works out that way. But I also have other ones like this one. I just have a bunch of different shapes. This one is silicone here. And I could suction cup to the ground. I'm gonna have to put all this stuff away. Don't forget that. And this one I don't use that much, but I need to actually, because this spins around. So it spins around like this. So you could put food down here, and then you could put stuff in these pockets. I have once, I put stuff in water and froze the lid here, and this unscrews, so you can clean everything too. Don't worry about like, oh, I don't know if I can clean it. That unscrews. I just kept seeing people having these, and I like them. But yeah, slow feeders are like one of my #1 just love things. Let me set some of these down real quick. So some things you can do with this is you don't even have to do it with food. Like I recommend, you know, putting your dog's food in here, even if they're not a fast eater. It's just more enrichment, because it's like, I like to say slow feeders are like the equivalent to having those Zupal plates when you were a kid. Like, would you rather eat on a white paper plate or a Zupal plate? All kids are going to say the Zupal plate, you know what I mean? That's why I equivalent slow feeders to metal, I know I had one, metal bowls. This one's more fun. And just having one at least, but I do like having a lot because I don't have to like wash every single one every single day. Some days I go like a couple days without washing them. So I have a lot to go a few days without having to do it. But also they're all different, so it's different enrichment for them. And also I try to fill them with different flavors. Like they usually get half and half of 2 different types of dog food, different flavors. And I usually put one half in this side, one half in this side. I'll put some yogurt over here, and I'll put some honey right here or something. That's just, I fed them a little bit of honey today. That's why I'm thinking of honey. I never really give them honey, but every once in a while. Just different flavors, different textures. I'll put most of their chia seeds on one side and most of the flax seeds in another side. Freezing it, I don't know if I said that already, but you can fill it up, fill it with a bunch of water, put it in your freezer, and then it's extra enrichment. Like, let's say this takes Stella half an hour to eat regularly. When I freeze it, it usually takes her about an hour and a half. Like, it adds an extra hour, depending on the size of the bowl and what you put in here and the dog, right? But I'm gonna say for Stella, it takes her an extra hour and a half. Echo, if I did it for Echo, it would take her an extra, like, 30-45 minutes. But I do really like freezing them. It's just the only problem with freezing them is, you know, you have to have space in your freezer, but you don't have to freeze them. Just having them regular like this is good. Make sure you always wash them before you use them again. This has become more of a storage bowl, kind of because there's a hole in this, like a couple holes, so I can't put any liquid really in here. But I do like these. These are actually, it's like a bowl lick mat, and it's a wobble bowl, so when the dogs lick it, it wobbles around. I love to give this one to Maui, and it helps build their confidence too. But this is a good enrichment. Same with freezing it too. It's got all these grooves in it. You can also, with this, pop it the other way and put something like, you know, yogurt or peanut butter or something on the outside here. And the dogs have to, you know, they lick it and it's out like this. So it's a good, I don't know, just good texture. I've been using it more as a storage bowl for all my miscellaneous small things that go with my other enrichment stuff. But you can also put this in like a bowl of water. I try to lick it, but it's around water and stuff. Great enrichment activity. I really like this bowl. I did originally have 2 of these bowls. I bought them for Christmas, like, I think the first Christmas or the second Christmas we had Echo. And now I only have 1 because the other one did end up getting destroyed. A lot of these are, you know, make sure you watch your dogs when they're doing these type of stuff, but, I clearly wasn't watching Stella hard enough. Stella likes to destroy things, so this isn't the right activity for her. But for someone like Maui and Echo, more Maui, because Echo is the one that did pop holes in these, because she went to take a bite because I froze stuff in here. So if your dog likes to chomp on things when they're frozen instead of licking, then this I wouldn't really recommend. But for Maui, she's fine, and this is a perfect activity for her. Next is lick mats. I'm trying to transition everything so they're similar to what, but these are lick mats. There's a bunch of different types of textures. I was gonna say textures, different styles. So this one doesn't have any suction cups on the bottom, but these 2 do. This is one I would not give to Stella because Stella does like to try to destroy these. I try to suction cup these to something and then keep a very close eye on her. And the second she tries to lift it up, then we're all done with the activity. This one I usually give to Echo or Maui because they are very good with these. They don't really care. This isn't one I like that much. I think I got it on Chewy. But the reason why I don't like it that much is because it's only one texture. It's like these dog bone shapes. While these other 2 I'm going to show you are 2 I really like. And they have other textures. See, there's the dots here. There's these lines. There's these X's. And there's hexagons. So it's different textures. Same with this one. There's pluses on them. And then there's these spots on them. And then this is just smooth. I really like this one. Is actually one of my favorites. I got it at Walmart actually. Walmart had these. I also have, I think, a red one like this and a green one that's like this type of green like this. It's a good size, like a small size if you just want to do a little enrichment, especially if you have a smaller dog. But also I like the different textures here and how they're separated. So I might do some canned dog food here and do some yogurt here and some peanut butter here. And I'm going to say honey again, but honey here. Honey's still good for your dogs, but not like a lot, like in moderation. I can do different flavors of canned dog food, kefir, and then also you could freeze these too for even longer enrichment. And the suction cups, I hate and love the suction cups. When you are using these, and they have suction cups on them, I recommend putting like a towel down on top of your counter and then putting this on top of the towel, just because the suction cups, if you don't do that, you're going to fill it up and then they're going to suction. So when you rip it off, you're just going to splatter whatever you put on here everywhere. It's just going to splatter. If you don't want to listen to me, then you're going to learn the hard way. I'm just saying I recommend putting a towel, paper towel, a regular hand towel. If you're doing a lot, put down a body towel and just place all of them. Because even if you're like, no, I'm going to hold it in my hand, spread it, and then set it on the counter, the second it touches any slick surface, it's stuck. You don't even have to press down. It's just immediately stuck. The suctions are good on these type of things. I have like 1,000 lick mats for the dogs. Now, let's go to snuffle mats. So I have this one. I'm going to lift it up. It can be rolled up. It has like a thing on it. I just don't have it rolled up so I could show you or whatever. But it's got all these different, see how far I can face you down for a minute. It's got all these different things right here. So many different areas you could put these little pockets here with squeakers, little pockets in the carrots, and that's the same thing on the other side. I love this, but if your dog is someone who likes to destroy, like Stella is, I wouldn't recommend at least this one, because Stella has popped off a couple pieces, like, really easily, too. Like, I was watching her do it, but it was just, like, nothing to her. Like, it just looked like she was sniffing. It's harder with the snuffle mat to keep an eye on to make sure they don't destroy it, just because them sniffing, you can't really see them taking a bite of something. So that's just the fair warning you got, is it's a little bit harder. I also have this one here. I like this one a lot. It's very microfibery. It can also be used as like a little bed too if you wanted. But very microfibery, a good size. For smaller treats and stuff, not anything too big because it'll be too easy for your dog. But I really like that one. And I also really like this one because this is also, like, I think the cheapest one I got. But it's one of those ones that has the, not elastic, the drawstring, so that you can fill it full of treats, and then you can sit here and cinch it up, and you can leave it cinched like this, and your dog has to actually stick their face in here and rummage to try to find it. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also, that's kind of like more of an expertish level, you can just open it up all the way and leave it open for them. But love snuffle mats. The only annoying thing is, like, cleaning them because you have to put them in the washer, shake it out, make sure there's no dog food left or treats or whatever you end up using. I always use dog food. Shake it outside first just in case, so you're not bringing dog food and stuff through your washer machine. Now, I cannot remember the name of these, but I will put the name here. I got these all from Bully Made. If you're going to buy a subscription brand, I really like those because they have these. I think I had the subscription for 2 years, or subscription for 2 years, and every single box we got, I always made sure I got these, so I've had a lot in my history. We had to throw some away in the move because they ended up outside, and I was like, they could stay outside. They also come in different styles, and, you know, depending on the holiday, you know, Halloween, even if there's not a holiday, this one's like a treasure chest, and this one's like a cute little teddy bear, but the different styles are better. I have one that's a complete ball, and that one's the easiest one because your dogs need to roll these to get the treat out. Now, if you are using these, make sure you're using something that easily fits through this hole. You do not want to be pushing. I don't recommend any of the treats they give you because of the shape, and they're usually too big for this hole. But you need something that easily falls in the hole, like a little piece of kibble or something. Because if it gets stuck, you're gonna have to throw this out because you can't get a treat out. So make sure you're not shoving anything in here. You're just literally dropping stuff in here. But this one's like an easier one, and this one's a harder one because the hole is down at the bottom, and it's a tube shape. So when it's laying on the ground, it's gonna lay down like this, and they have to keep rolling it. They have to get it up this way. Same with the treasure chest too. They have to roll it, but they also have to tilt it up that way, or tilt it down, whatever way you want to say, to get the treat out. Next, let's talk about topples. So I have size extra large, large, and small. So this one, you know, small for smaller dogs. And they fit into each other. So the small fits into the large, like so, and there's holes here and here. So it's another toy like the other one I was showing you where they would have to roll. And then same thing with this too, is the large and extra large fit into each other like so. But you see how there's these little things? These can also be used kind of like how slow feeders are used. It's like a slow feeder Kong mixture, if that makes sense. So you can put their food in here. You can buy specific, oh, here, perfect, I have one. So here's one that looks like a shark. I bought this on Amazon, but they're topple hole fillers. You can also use things like carrots and plug up the hole. But if you want to put a bunch of liquids in here and stuff, you can plug up the hole with this. And then they always come with some sort of stand, so they can also stand in your freezer because they are a wobble. They're literally like a mixture between a lick mat, a slow feeder bowl, and a Kong. Like, I love topples. I love them so much. I literally highly recommend, if you're gonna buy anything, I would say a topple, because they're just so useful. Well, I mean, buy 2 of them at least. Buy one size, you know, buy a small and a large, or a large and a extra large. But really like these. I usually fill them up with dog food. The dogs have to lick out all the way down there, freeze it, and lick out all the food in there. But also you can use it by just putting dry dog food or treats in there and letting them roll it on the ground in order. And, you know, you can have the holes on the same side or on opposite sides, whatever you want to do. I just love topples. They're just very useful. I just love them. I don't know how else to describe it. I just love a topple. Love a topple. Okay? I love it. I don't think I can say anything more highly to it. I just love them. And they're really easy to clean. Like the main part that you would need to clean, super easy to clean. The only difficult part is like these letterings at the bottom, but that's not important to clean and usually doesn't get dirty. But yes, highly recommend. If you're gonna buy anything I'm listing here, if you can only buy 1 or 2 things, I'd recommend buying 2 of the West Paw topples, or just 1, but recommend buying 2 and having both of them. Let's talk about puzzle toys. So I have different ones. This one is a different type of puzzle toy. It, as you can see, has a rounded base here. You could take this lid off. You put the food, your treats, in the middle, right? And then you put the lid on. I'm not going to actually put the lid on right now. And then the dogs have to, like, hit it and wobble it and stuff for the food to come out of these holes here. And it has to go through this little maze. And then, love this one because the top easily comes off. Got it on Chewy. Let's put it down here for right now. This is a beginner puzzle. Of course, depending on your dog's smartness level. And also, you know, when you're starting out, get like a beginner level. I really recommend this one. This one is one of Maui's favorites, is you just put the treat in each one of these holes or in some of the holes, and they have to just sit here and move it. Some dogs, like Stella, she uses her paws to do it, but other dogs like Echo will use her snout, and then Maui uses a little bit of both, but mostly snout. And also right here too. Anything that's slidey like this is a good beginner toy. This one is an expert toy here. So you could start off by having the bones unlocked and having these drawers, but you can make it tougher by locking the bones here, and it locks the drawers. So your dog also needs to move this in the right spot to get the treat. That's why it's an expert level. Echo has not fully figured it out still. And Echo's a pretty smart dog for things like this. Another beginner-ish, it's like an intermediate, I would say. Not really beginner, because it's another slider. But in order for this middle piece to spin around, the other piece will need to. In order for these outside pieces to come down, you need to spin the middle piece so you can get the treats here. It also has a squeaker in the middle for some reason. I never understood that, but intermediate level puzzle toy. Another expert level puzzle toy. This one's really difficult. This is Echo can figure it out, but she can't fully do it, but she can do most of them. You have to, you know, they have to lift up these. You could put string through here so they can just bite the string and pull it up. Echo can do it with her nose like that. But also, it's another one where this locks. And if you want to unlock this one, you have to spin the opening in order to unlock it. So, another expert level. This one, I would say beginner, Outward Hound. I think also the Spinny Bowl is an Outward Hound. This is an Outward Hound. Trying to think. I just love Outward Hound, I'm telling you. Yeah, you put treats and they have to sit here and spin this. Your dog doesn't have much confidence. So I think this is intermediate, just because if your dog doesn't have that much confidence, it's kind of scary for them at first, because they're going to like sniff, and then the second these move, they might jump. It took Maui a minute, but Maui's a pretty good expert on these now. This one too. I think this one might be an intermediate, but more of a beginner. It's very easy. I'm going to try to hold this down. Okay. So you put everything like this, right? We're going to talk about this one in the middle. They have to move this ball and then spin this open to get the treat down there. So I think this is an intermediate level. Next, this is actually from BarkBox. I really like BarkBox too, along with Bully Maid, because they did give me enrichment stuff like this a lot. Like usually I had one in every box almost, depending on the month. But we're going to talk about this one because I cannot find any of the other ones right now. But this one is a cooler, and it has a seltzer for the dogs, right? A lake water seltzer, alcohol. I'm so cheesy. But you can put food or treats in here, and then put the drink back in here, and close the lid. And your dog has to open the lid, pull out the treat, or pull out this to get the treats that will be in the bottom. I also have a squirrel who has a very long tail that you could put treats and roll up the tail, and so they also have to unroll the tail to get the treats out of. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. Again, if you want the free or cheap enrichment things, look out for that video coming up. I have to get a couple things before I can make that video, but yeah, I recommend. These are just the things that I use for my dogs. The free video also has other enrichment things that are, you know, more going out enrichment. These are all things that you can buy for some enrichment indoors, especially on hot summer days when you can't really do the outside enrichment stuff. So the free enrichment stuff will be one of the next videos. And like I say, the next video it depends on how long it's going to take me to record it. One of them I don't think I'm gonna be able to record. I can only talk about, but we'll see. I'll see if I have any clips from Michigan for that one, but you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch that video. If you do want to watch that video, and if you like this video, please like. You can comment if you have any suggestions, or if you have any more questions or anything like that, let me know. If you have any video ideas and you're like, hey, could you do this? Could you show me how to do this? Ask, and I will see what I can do. Please subscribe so you can see my next video where it's free stuff, and also my other fun videos. Love you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed making this video, so I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.